Hey, MC here with another video on some goodies I won at a sportsman's banquet the other night. So first up is this nice black powder 50 caliber. It's a CVA Whitetails Unlimited 15th anniversary edition. So since the Whitetails Unlimited, I believe, is no longer an organization. There's a nice gold trigger guard, gold trigger, percussion cap, has adjustable rear sights, octagon barrel, and this huge dovetailed brass front sight. So that one probably won't see any actual use as it hasn't yet. I've got one other collectible CVA 12 gauge muzzleloader. 1999 was that edition. The date code on this one, I believe, was 1997. Yeah, 1997. So we'll call those pre-century firearms. So a couple of muzzleloaders, so that'll be fun. And then the other prize I got was also a brand new in the box CVA Electra. Now these guns haven't been built in a number of years, so this was something that got donated in to raffle off, and I was the lucky winner. So still has all the literature, the books, the advantages of the parts that it came with. It's got this claw, big sling with it. So here's kind of the cool thing, and not too many people are aware of these Electras. The world's first and only primerless muzzleloader with a patented arc electronic ignition. Yup. This one runs a spark plug for the ignition source. So inside is a circuit board, electrodes, your trigger is a micro switch, your safety is a micro switch, there's a light emitting diode and LED on the back to let you know when the charge is charged and the gun is ready to fire. There is an on-off switch on the bottom of this thing. Apparently is a additional safety that makes and breaks your connection to the 9-volt battery that actually charges this thing up. So kind of a unique thing. I actually have two others of these. Some of the quirks are, how do you unload this for transportation? I mean, typically you just take your percussion cap off or you take your primer out, and then most states consider that to be unloaded, as there is no ignition source to light the powder that is in your barrel. So that was what I struggled with as an owner of one of the older the original models when I first bought it. It does have a limited lifetime warranty, and that's why I bought a backup gun to go with my first gun. Is since these things are no longer in manufacture, if I ever need any of those parts, circuit boards, ignition plug, probably not going to get those. So I've got spare parts. This one, got a set of tools. So there's a more or less spark plug wrench in here, and another little pin that you slide through the handle of the spark plug wrench to give you leverage. Comes with a battery, which I'm sure this one is long since dead. I don't even see any date codes on it. Usually now the Duracells have a goodbye date, and this one predates those goodbye dates. Oh, here it is, 2012, March. So we're, what, 10 years old at least on the battery. Stainless steel barrel on this model. So that's kind of cool. I wasn't aware that they were making stainless steel models. It comes with a CD for instructions, owner's manual, which who uses CDs anymore? I mean, that got outdated. And then you've got the accessory kit. So this little brush, that's how you clean the face of the spark plug. So after, with my experience of the other firearm that I've got, is you screw the brush onto your ramrod. After about 5 or 6 shots, you run that brush down and you brush up the face of your spark plug. See if we can find that in the directions here. Yeah, so here's the directions. They don't really show the picture of the procedure. Of course, that'd be kind of hard because it's inside of the bore. But essentially, it's just a plastic tipped brush or nylon tipped. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It's got a Bulgara barrel. Like I said, it's got that claw sling. It's got fiber optic sights on it. It has a really nice recoil pad. Lifetime warranty. Probably not doing me so much good right now. Let me pull this thing out of the box, get a better look at it. Yeah, so this one is stainless steel fluted barrel, ramrod. We got a fiber optic front sight, fiber optic in the back. Also has a rail for mounting a scope on. The spiderweb pattern on the stock. This extra little box bulge down here is for housing the electronics. Looks like I got a little oxidation on one of the screws, kind of to be expected. I'll have to clean that up, get that oiled. The on-off switch is back here. Battery compartment. The snag with these is the screws are not captive. So once you remove this, theoretically to be legal to transport this thing, you should probably remove the battery because that's going to be your ignition source. But if you remove these screws and you drop them in the snow, you're probably not going to find them. So that is one downside to this style. Otherwise, you can rotate the switch to the on position. And then what's going to happen is the LED is going to turn on steady. Once the capacitor is charged, it will start blinking. Safety back here, forward is in the fire position. Then once the light is blinking, you can just simply pull the trigger or the micro switch, and that will energize the firing mechanism. And it also forces the safety back into the safe position. So in order to fire again, of course it's a muzzle loader, so you need to reload the barrel with powder, add a projectile, seat that to the proper depth, put it in the forward fire position. That's it. That's the trigger pull. Actually, let me grab a gauge and see what that is. So with our cheapo RCBS trigger pull scale, again, it's an unloaded tool, no charge, no capacitor. We will see what the trigger pull is. Right there, I think it just broke. 2 pounds, slightly around 2 pounds. But again, the cool thing with this is because there's no percussion cap or primer, you don't get that pop bang. It's just bang. There's no delay, no hesitation. Again, Bulgara barrel. This one is a 1 in 28 twist, so it is going to, like the saboted style bullets, more so than any round lead balls or maxi bullets. The inside of the stock, this one's got spider webs all over it. Real spider webs, not spider web paint. You just have points of contact here where the spark plug, your breech plug, interacts with your electronics. It's all pretty well sealed, so you're not getting access to any of this. That's why they included a cutaway view inside of the owner's manual to show you what's in there. Battery compartment. Also, there was no real designation for which was positive or which was negative, so I scratched a little plus on my first rifle just so I could keep the orientation correct. I'm not sure, I guess I haven't really tried to see if polarity made a difference with it. Again, really nice squishy recoil pad. This one's 50 caliber. Usually 100, 150 grains. No, I think 100 grains is about where I would load this up at. I would usually use the Pyrodex pellets, use the 50 and the 30s. So I could do a reduced charge if I wanted, or a faster charge, depending on what results I wanted to get out of the bullets. But it's been a number of years since I've shot these, so I really need to get these out and do some firing with them again. Barrel, and again, my first one was just the blued barrel, fluted, same fiber optic sight setup on it. Great big lugs for mounting. Breech plug, your spark plug or ignition source would screw into the back. And 1 in 28 twist rifling. Kind of a shame they don't make them anymore, but they're definitely fun. They're unique and do grab attention at the range just because you don't see too many of them. But here's a collection of 3 now. Why? I don't know. Why do people collect anything? Because they're different, they're unique, they grab some interest. Do you have one of these? Have you shot one of these? Do you even know what these are? Leave a comment. I'd like to hear some feedback, your experiences. Thanks for watching.